Ning. Morning. Time to wake up. The sun is out. Come now. That's it. You must be exhausted. Rest a while longer if you like. I must say, it was a shock to hear you intend to deal with those scoundrels who set fire to the town. We're counting on you, though. If there's anything I can do to help, just say the word.
Innkeep, who are these scoundrels who set the town on fire?
Hmm? You must be still half asleep. The Knights of the Eternian Sky, of course. A cruel lot, to be sure.
The Knights of the Eternian Sky? Are they back?
Back? Anyway, you've got the whole town behind you.
Right. Oh, how is Egil doing?
Egil? Who might that be?
Huh?
I left a pot on the fire. I'll let you get some more rest.
I guess I was dreaming. Entrusting Egil to the Innkeep's care. Awakening the 4 crystals.
Led by Eri to the Holy Pillar.
The airship rocking violently.
Attacked by the Dark Knight, Alternus Dim.
That was no dream!
Indeed. I still have blisters from gripping the railing as the airship shook.
Then why are we here? This is Caldisla, right? We were at the Holy Pillar. What happened to us, Eri? Did we seal the Great Chasm? Sorry. I don't really know. What?
Are they up yet, Father?
Oh, it's you, Owen. Yes, they're all awake now.
Good. I wish I could go along with them.
You've got to stay here and protect the king. Stay alert now. I'll see you later.
That was Owen! How can that be?
Oh my. Perhaps we are dreaming.
Wait, let me get this straight. Who could have set the town on fire?
It doesn't seem likely the Knights of the Eternian Sky have come back to attack it again.
If Owen is here, I think it could be that black mage, Ominous.
So we must be remembering what happened back then in a dream. That makes sense.
But I wasn't with you here when this took place. I was serving under Ominous Crow, remember?
Huh. You're right.
I have no idea what is going on.
The sea. It is still tainted. What? But we awakened the water crystal. Something is wrong.
Let's split up and get to the bottom of this.
Hello there, friends, and welcome back to more Bravely Default. Last time, we entered the Holy Pillar and did battle with the Dark Knight Alternus Dim, who strangely looked identical to Ring-a-Bell. But once the battle concluded, we found ourselves here in Caldisla. not knowing what happened. So, we've decided to split up, as said in the cutscene, so we're just his. First things first, I want to go ahead and inspect this little counter here. Everything here seems to be strangely familiar. I don't think there's anything out of place, though Egil's not here by the counter. Let's go ahead and talk to Innkeep Carl.
By yourself today, hmm? Had an argument with your friends?
No, that's not it. Say, do you remember seeing that girl I was with? The one that comes off a bit strong-willed.
One of your traveling companions, right? Don't worry about paying for lodging, if that's it. Any friend of yours is always welcome under my roof.
Thanks.
Well, it doesn't seem like he recognizes Edea. That's not good. But hey, at least we still get free free lodgings. I'll take it. There isn't really anything else for us to explore here at the end, so let's go ahead and head out to Kaldisla, Maine. Here at the main town, we still have our adventurer pal. What do you have to say? You look as if you're having a strange day. You can say that again. We don't really know what's going on. So, Ringabel's old house is burned down still, which means Ominous was here. What do you have to say, Ringabel? Anya's just left town a moment ago. Off to see the Great Chasm, perhaps. We might want to pay a visit to the Great Chasm ourselves, but let's go ahead and keep exploring around Kaldisla. Do any of the villagers have any idea of what's going on? I miss all the fresh fish, but with the sea in this state, there's nothing for it. That's right, the sea is somehow still rotten. What's going on? Okay. Let's check. Oh, hey, Edea. What do you have to say? Anya said she was leaving on a short errand. Maybe she went to see the Great Chasm. Okay, so we have a good idea of where Anya's might be. This is normally Owen's grave. Here lies Till Orier, beloved brother and friend. Oh. That's Tiz's brother. So, Owen isn't dead here, as we saw, and Till's buried here instead. I don't know what's going on. Are there any new spells? No new spells. Okay, so no new spells, but there is a new weapon, the Claymore. 40 attack power. No new like special effects, but if you're deciding to utilize swords as your main weapon, that's not a bad item to grab, though it is a little expensive. Though I guess speaking of new weapons and armor and whatnot, we do have a new job. Alternus Dim gave us the Dark Knight Asterisk. I won't be messing with this right now, but it is a very, very powerful job. So, keep it in mind whenever you're trying to make a team. Our kingdom is under attack by Eternia's Sky Knights. Again? But we took care of them. Let's see if the king has anything of importance. Yeah, Owen is still alive here. Is there... Okay. Owen, what do you have to say? I only wish I could join you. I'm sorry.
Ah, 'tis good of you to come. I have heard that you intend to deal with this black mage that set the town alight. You are a young man of spirit indeed. I saw that in you from the time you drove off that airship. I regret that this burden must fall upon you. Our forces will be ready to redeploy soon. Until then, we can do naught but wait. You and the Wind Vestal are our last ray of hope.
Okay, so let's get this straight. We are currently at the point in time where Ominous Crow burned down Ringabel's house, and Ringabel joined us in raiding the Centro Keep in order to take down Ominous Crow. Okay. So that means that we wouldn't have Edea in our party. You know what? Let's not try to think on it too much. Let's go ahead and just head towards the Great Chasm, as that's where Anya should be. I do want to note, now that you have entered the Holy Pillar and you are in this point in the game, pretty much every area will have new enemies. Nothing too crazy, so I won't have encounters on all the time. But, I mean, there's still some kobolds and goblins and whatnot here, and nothing that Tiz can't handle. Let's go ahead and just... Well, let's go ahead and do nothing ventured. And then we'll just attack, honestly. I don't think Tiz is really going to have any issue with this. And if they do try to attack him, he can just counter. 211, yeah, it's not that bad. 6,000 damage, oh my goodness. Nothing Tiz can't handle. But I think for right now, I'm going to minimize my encounters. Let's go ahead and just put it at like negative 50%. Not too crazy, but not a completely removed. That way Tiz can sort of get some EXP back. Oh, these treasure chests have already been opened. I guess technically Tiz has already been here, probably? Yeah, so pretty much every treasure chest that you've opened stays opened at this current point in time. Okay, nothing ventured. There we go. Hey, the crit. Nice. So it's not like you can go back and re-grab certain loot. Now, there are cases where that's not true, but that will come at a later date. But for right now, let's go ahead and just keep walking through the Norende Ravine. How long has it been since we've been here? We were here in episode 1 and 2, if I remember correctly. Man, look how far we've come. This is taking these guys down no problem. I mean, I don't remember us having any issues on our first trek through the ravine, but it's really cool to see. And there's our adventure buddy. Hard at work, I see. That I am.
No.
Tiz.
So you came too, Agnes.
Yes. What on earth is happening, Aerie? We unleashed the Holy Pillar's light across the world. The Great Chasm should be gone, but here it is.
I'm not too sure myself. But take a look at this.
The 4 points of light.
Yeah, my brooch has lost its glow. The sea is tainted too. We seem to be right back before the crystals were awakened.
This is where we first began. The place we met.
But some things are different from back then.
Huh?
We have grown closer, for one. Do you not agree?
Yes. We've been through a lot together. We can do this again if it comes to it.
Of course.
Agnes has joined the party. Do we really have to do this all again? I guess as long as we're together, nothing can stop us, right? A recent genesis. I was thinking, Tiz, what if this world had been created a mere 5 minutes ago? What? Chrysalis doctrine in scripture, historic temples, the rise and fall of nations, even our memories. All that we believe has come to pass may very well have been created a mere 5 minutes ago. That thought inevitably creeps into my mind when I see the great chasm before my eyes. That would mean we were created 5 minutes ago, too. Yet we can remember things before that. Yes, but what if the world had been created 5 minutes ago along with our memories of what has come to pass? Created by who? That I do not know. And yet, when you wake in the morning, is your mind not full of events that were spontaneously created in your dreams? So you're saying that our memories of what transpired were created by someone a few minutes ago? Yes. Or can you say we truly experienced the events in what we believe to be the past? I don't know. But even if the world were created 5 minutes ago, and even if our memories themselves were created just then, all I know is we have to close the Great Chasm no matter what. Yes, we must close the Great Chasm. And to do that, we must awaken the crystals. Shall we? Yes, let us go. Well, with new determination set in us, let's head back to Kaldisla and regroup. Back at Kaldisla, let's go ahead and talk with Ringabel and group up together.
It is no good. No one remembers.
Huh? You mean the fire set by the Black Mage?
No, not that. I was only in this town a short while, but I met many fine women during my sojourn. These were exciting, passionate encounters. Yet no one seems to remember them.
Idia would say you had a one-track mind if she heard that. And I would agree with her.
You are right. Let us keep this between us. But is it not strange? They did not merely forget our meeting. They were unaware of my existence. It is as if the whole town is playing a prank on me.
I saw the face of that dark knight ring a bell. He looked like...
Yes, I saw it too. I'm not ready to confront that particular matter yet, though.
Has any of your memory returned?
Hey, ring a bell. I've talked with Agnes. I think we might as well just start again from the beginning.
Start again? Go on another journey to awaken the crystals?
The sea is tainted once more. I would like to check on the crystals.
Very well then. Count me in. I'll get to meet all the women of the world again, with a clean slate. Oh, what more could a man want?
You're taking this well.
Hey, Ringabel's back in the party. The two journals. I suspected as much. This can't be a coincidence, Ringabel. You mean the journal that the Dark Knight Alternus Dim dropped? Right. Except for some obvious differences in wear and tear, it looks exactly like that Dee's journal we have. Right. But the similarities don't stop there. The last half is quite different, but the first half, it's almost exactly the same. It's as if Alternus' journal supplements the prophecy in Dee's journal. Are they truly so similar? That they are. Even the handwriting and wording are almost a perfect match. So, Ringabel, you're saying Dee's journal is... Well, we can safely assume Alternus' journal was written by Alternus Dim himself. And the portion of Dee's journal here that resembles it? Dee's journal? Who could have... Are you alright, Ringabel? I'll be fine. Just give me a little... time to think. So, let's go ahead and open up Dee's journal real quick. We now have Enigmatic Writings, which is the Dee's journal that we've come to know and love, that encompasses the events that I've been telling you during some of the epilogues of certain videos. But now we also have Alternus' journal, the Journal of the Dark Knight Alternus Dim. This encompasses a lot more detail into the events that I have been narrating for the past few episodes. Any entry with an asterisk right next to its number is an entry that is both in this journal and in the Dee's journal. So, as you can see, there are a lot of dates that have no asterisk, which means that they are completely new to this narrative. And while I probably will not be doing another epilogue narration for all of these, I will go ahead and go over some of them at a later date very soon. But I will tackle these. And just my overall opinions and theories on Alternate's journal. Speaking of our little, while we're here just kind of chilling and talking about updates, let's go ahead and check up on Narende Village, as we upgraded the Hill Parts shop to get the Evade Up part and the Accuracy Down parts. It's strange that Narende Village has stayed intact the way we left it, despite all that's happening, but we're very quickly closing in on completing it. So let's go ahead and level up the special move shop. This one is still at level 8, but let's go ahead and get to level 9. We'll get the Megiddo Flame Spear special move, Angelic Pillar, and Thunder Burst. All those sound really powerful, so I want to go ahead and grab those. That probably won't be done for a little while, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and check up on Idia, see if she's found anything, and notify her that the group is getting back together again.
Idia!
Oh, there you are. It's strange, isn't it? I don't want to believe that everything we've done up to now was just a dream. I went as far as betraying my homeland and my father to follow this path.
It was no dream. I remember your struggles.
But does it not seem that my circumstances here are unique? At first I thought time had merely been wound back. I don't know whether it's a side effect of the darkness being cleansed, or whether some powerful magic was accidentally triggered, but it doesn't add up. Why am I here with you now?
I wouldn't worry about that. You are not the only one for whom things don't make sense. If time had been turned back, there are things that would not add up for me either. I spent close to a week here, yet all memory of me has been erased from the women. The people of the town.
Really?
Don't think too hard about it now. There are too many unanswered questions. All the more reason for us to start again from scratch, I think.
From scratch?
Let us make for the Crystal Temples.
I see. Okay, I'll do it. I've come this far. I might as well stick around.
First, let's go back to the inn and compare notes.
Idia's joined the party. The two of you. Come to think of it, when I first came to this land, you were the first one to speak to me, ring a bell? Was I? It seems so long ago. I do recall going over to talk to you after seeing you on the street corner. Yes, that was our very first meeting. Huh? But the Ring-a-Bell who I met when I first set foot on this land, and the Ring-a-Bell standing before me now, they somehow seem like two different people. Two different people? I don't know what to say, but Captain Owen did mention something. What's that? He said things like, "Let's go boar hunting again sometime," or "Where have you been these past few days?" But when I told him I had no idea what he was talking about, he just let out a hearty laugh and said I was quite the jester. And then I met you at the Great Chasm, Tiz. And after that, the Black Mage Ominous Crow put the city to flames, and all four of us finally met. My memory still fails me. The only thing I can do now is to compare Dee's journal to Alternus's. Well, if we had been reading the Dee's journal, we know that Alternus Dim was actually here in Kaldisla for a period of time, and that Agnes most likely interacted with him in disguise. So, that means that there was a point in time where there were potentially two Ring-a-Bells in Kaldisla, one as Alternus and one with Ring-a-Bell. It's an interesting thought, but there are too many theories. Let's just try to figure this out by heading back to the inn.
When we go to the Crystal Temples, will you perform the Rite of Awakening again?
Ares' brooch seems to show that the crystals are no longer awakened. The rite must be performed.
Do you have your Vestal garb?
It was safely stored among our belongings.
Along with that Bravo bikini.
Huh? How do you know about that?
Anyway, the existence of these items is more evidence that this is no mere warping of time. We obtained both the Vestal garb and the Bravo bikini after going to Anshan. It doesn't make sense for us to have them now. The clock has not simply been wound back, it seems.
What's that?
Everyone down!
Is it the Great Chasm? It could be the Eternian Sky Knights attacking!
It's Dax! Well, I'll be. What are you doing here, Dax?
Ah, there you are. This was the right place.
Hold up. So you know who we are, Dax?
What? Of course I do. What are you talking about?
Well, how do I explain? Oh, are Zats and the Tavern Proprietress with you?
Yeah, they're both fine. They're on the airship.
Airship?
Right. We have the Echelot all loaded up as well. We found ourselves on the deck all of a sudden, up in the skies to the east of the kingdom.
So, what exactly is going on?
This is good news! Let's head for Grandship right away then!
Something bizarre is happening, that's for sure. If I didn't know better, I'd say we were hallucinating.
I'm just happy that good old Drunken Pig and you lot are both fine.
It's good to have a woman on our side at a time like this.
With Dats and Zats here, we can be certain we haven't gone back in time, no?
Perhaps time started going backwards for those of us there at the Holy Pillar.
In that case, where are our past selves from this point in time?
I haven't a clue.
No point trying to work this out logically. Let's start by doing what we can. Right, Agnes?
We're lucky to have Grandship. It should be a quick flight to the Crystal Temples.
Well, let's head to one of the temples and see what is up. Leave the piloting to me.
Surpassing the limit. Have you powered up to the point where you can inflict 9,999 damage on enemies? 4 9s is the most damage you can do if you're playing normally, but there's a way to go beyond that limit. During Bravely Second, you can do more than max damage. You can store more than max HP via healing too. I've already talked about that before. But yeah, we have access to Grandship immediately, allowing us to access all points in the world. But real quick, I do want to point out, look at the bottom map. We have every single sub-scenario open again. We can go and confront every single Eternian for a second round at beating them up. Now, this means a few things. One, if you did not obtain the jobs before you entered into the Holy Pillar, you can do so now. You can go and refight them and obtain the asterisks that you may have missed. This is pretty useful, as there are a few encounters that might have been a little overwhelming near the end of Chapter 4. But it also means, guess who's going to be doing all of those fights again? Me! Yay! So, before we conclude here today, let's go ahead and check out this party chat. Naval attachment. No, I think we'll repair the Echelot and keep on using her. What's going on? Well, I was just talking to Dats and Zats about the Echelot. They had an idea. An idea? About the Echelot? That's right. We're using her as a sea vessel now, but as you know, the Echelot was originally an airship. Right? The Sky Stone that allowed her to fly was shattered. Right. I've heard that story before. But she's still an airship. Sure, she can sail the open sea, but not as well as a real sea vessel. Lucky for us, Grand Ship has plenty of seaworthy vessels stowed away. You can take your pick. If you want, we can get one of them ready for you to use. That's what we were talking about. Another ship? But I don't have any problem with the Echelot, just the way she is. And she's fast enough for our needs. I agree, but above all, we have become quite attached to the Echelot. Yes, it's where I fought my very first battle, after all. And even though I don't recall ever sailing it, I took to the helm with almost frightening ease. We had a hard time at first when it attacked us, though. True, but it led to me meeting Tiz and the others. The Echelot has been like another member of our party ever since. I suppose that settles it. You folks have become quite attached to the old girl, and I don't think anything I could say would change your mind. You can say that again. But we're counting on you to keep the Echelot shipshape and seaworthy. Of course we will. Just leave it to us. That's really nice. Another party chat. Let's check it out. Ringabel's sleep talk. Where's Ringabel? He's taking a little break. Said something about not feeling well. Really? Didn't he just say, leave the piloting to me? Is something the matter, Idia? Dance is looking for him. He says the hole's showing where. He needs some materials to make repairs. I suppose I'll just have to wake him up. Sleeping like a baby. Who knew he was so cute when he sleeps? Black. Minus strike. Mastered. Up to Black Bane. Unleash powerful combo. But even with 1,000 lives. Stand ground. Auto Phoenix. Automatic HP recovery after battle. Is there something else? The Grand Marshal. Even that move of his sure would be nice. Enough of this gibberish already. Wake up! Dance is looking for you. Aw, what's the harm in letting him sleep a little longer? Look, doesn't Ringabel look as happy as a pig in the mud? You're right, he does. Ringabel mumbling in his sleep is actually giving you a nice little hint on how to utilize the Dark Knight, as, again, they utilize their own HP in order to deal their damage, and so you're going to want safety measures in order to make sure that you don't kill yourself while you're attacking the enemy. So, take those words to heart. If you need to replay the party chat, you can see them all in the D's journal. But, yeah, we have every side quest available once more. So, next time on Bravely Default, instead of going to the 4 crystals and awakening them, even though getting rid of the rot on the sea might be a good idea, I think instead we are going to be heading towards the Caldislan sub-scenarios and dealing with the Sky Knights again, seeing if there's anything different, and maybe we will get a clue to what is exactly going on. So, with that said, I'll see you soon.